Greetings, my unbelievable 2017 crazy, max out, limitless V family. This is your gorgeous chief, still keeping this unbelievable mustache with great difficulty maintaining it. Alright, I just landed a few hours ago from the beautiful country of Indonesia, from the city of Jakarta, where I met the leaders and attended an anniversary of one of the biggest organizations, Amuba, led by AVP Tobing, and spoke to 6,000-7,000 people at 12 midnight and inspired them to be limitless until end of the year and go into 2018 and make their organization more powerful and more financially free. And I just spent 4 hours with Dato Sri Vijay, my upline, my mentor, my brother, all right, discussing so many plans that we have for the remainder of the year. All right, as you guys know, we launched the Bonanza. So don't sleep, don't eat, don't get married, don't fall in love until the Bonanza is over. Maximize the bonuses, maximize early bird. All right, guys, this is free money QNet is giving you to do what you're supposed to do within a certain time period. So stay freaking focused. All right. And after meeting all the leaders in Indonesia and speaking to all the top leaders in Indonesia, I realized that this week I want to change my message a little bit. Usually I try to maintain your level of focus, maintain your level of inspiration, motivation, keep you focused on your dreams, which is very important. But today I want to talk to you a little bit about what you're going to do until end of the year and how you should manage the goals in your organization. Because every week I talk about your goals, your presentation, and you guys apply it very much on an individualistic level. That this is me, I have a goal to achieve and I got to push myself to achieve it. But the reality is, you cannot achieve any goal alone in our business. As you know, your goal is ultimately the accumulative goals of all your downlines coming up to you. So today I'm going to guide you on how you can effectively manage your goals by managing the goals of your downlines. Because this is the only business in the world where you help people make money, you make more money. Alright, it's a complete win-win situation. The concept of network marketing, the concept of free enterprise is simply beautiful. Alright, and you need to understand this, and I'm going to use a simple mathematical example and move my hands a lot, so stay focused. Let's say this week your goal, all right, is to achieve a total amount of 1,000 UV or 1 million BV, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, 1,000 times 1,000, 1 million BV. All right, so but for easier communication, let's call it UV, okay? So you want to accumulate 1,000 UV in your total UV from your organization. That's your goal. That's your TAT with me and your uplines. Now, the goal has to firstly be broken down. When you look at a goal that is big, it is difficult for your mind to wrap around it. It's difficult for you to practice your activity and focus on your system if you're looking at one big number, because our mind gets confused by the big number and we lose track. There is no monitoring of the system, and most of you just rush like maniacs on Friday and do whatever it takes to achieve that goal. Now this is good but not sustainable, because remember, all right, you are building to last. You're not building for today, you're building for the next 15-20 years. All right, and you need a goal monitoring system. So if you have 1,000 UV goal for yourself, for your tracking center accumulated, the first thing you have to do is take that 1,000 and divide it among your key leaders. Now you have 4 leaders. Not all leaders will perform the same every week. One leader may have 400 UV, that's the goal, one 200, another 200, another 200, total 1,000. Whatever the spread of the BV is, you have to spread it to each of your key leaders. Now most people have 4, 5 key leaders. If you have more and your BV target is bigger, you spread it. Now this spreading needs to be very strategically discussed with that leader. You cannot throw a number at the leader and say, shut up and do it. I wish you could, all right? But it never gets done. Because the leader, you throw a number and you don't guide the person. Now you assume this leader is matured enough, this leader has been long enough in the business and he should be able to do it. That's total nonsense. All right? Until today, Dato Sri Vijay guides me on how to make my goals into a reality. Until today, I'm guiding V partners, AVPs, max out king, max out queens, how to achieve their goal. Because network marketing is dynamic. Nothing stays the same. A method you use today may not work today and may not work in a different market. You understand? So when I give goals weekly to the top leaders around the world, I also ask them the multi-million-dollar question. How are you going to achieve this? Show me. Alright, you just can't give a goal and walk away and not guide them and be there with them every step of the way so they can achieve it. Because the more weeks they don't achieve their goal, what happens? They feel defeated. Alright, you throw an unreasonable number without proper support. That person doesn't achieve that goal. Week number 1, okay, motivate, you can do it, unbelievable. If you fall down, get up again. Correct? Week number 2, come on, don't give up, I'm with you. Words alone don't work. By week number 3, the guy will feel like a complete loser, moron, even though he's your top leader. Remember, the greatest of leaders can be depressed, can be demotivated, can lose their focus, alright, can have a meltdown. This is life. Wake up and smell the coffee. Alright, mine lasts for 2 minutes. Other people's last for 2 months, 2 years, and they vanish from your organization. So if you want to apply pressure on your leader to achieve that number of UV that you have given, don't apply pressure only. Alright, as much as you push them, okay, sometimes you have to put your hand around their shoulder and walk with them. Alright, sometimes you have to carry them at their weakest moment. Sometimes you got to help them by going down on the ground and doing trainings and helping them do closing and help presentation. Don't reach a point of full cup and arrogance where you just sit there like a king and say, you 400 UV, you 200 UV, you 200 UV, and then you go home and sing Kumbaya. This is not how I built you. This is not how Dato Sri Vijay has trained you. That we never, alright, stop supporting people. We never stop guiding them. Alright, as matured as you think they are, as ready as you think they are. Alright, if I need Dato Sri Vijay in my life, your downlines need you in their lives. Alright, so never let go. Alright, first you hold them like that, hold them like that. But even when they are maxing out, you still have to hold them like that. The day you let go completely is the fastest you will lose someone. Alright, so first you have your total BV, which you have spread among your leaders, and each of them now have a total UV that they have to achieve. 400, 200, 200, 200. Now, at the beginning of the week, Saturday, you got to sit with them, face to face, Zoom, Skype, alright, smazing, whatever technology. Don't give me an excuse, oh, the guy is in a different country, chief. That guy, no country on the planet doesn't have the internet. I have checked. I can talk to people in Ghana, in Senegal, in Iceland, and you can talk to anyone in this part of the world. Are you guys with me? Alright, no more excuses. Then you guide the person, and first don't say, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. That is like instructions. Your leaders are not your employees. They are your partners. You are nothing without them. Alright, they all switch off. Your check this week is 0. Remember that. So first ask your leader, how do you plan to achieve this goal? Listen to his strategy. Put your input. Give the truth to him. If he says, this guy is going to bring me 100 UV, and the last 8 weeks the guy is given 2 UV, are you living in La La Land? You understand? I'll tell him, listen, I don't think that's not possible. From 2 UV to 100 is an impossible jump unless a miracle happens. And network marketing, don't rely on miracles. Rely on effective strategy and consistent activity. This is fundamentally important. So you focus on their numbers and then ask them how they're going to do it. Alright, give your input, re-strategize, split the numbers differently to the next level based on your knowledge and what they tell you. Alright, and then ask yourself as the upline, how can you contribute from systems to videos like what I'm making right now? Because this video My Wednesday message contributes to everyone's goals around the world. That's how we've been sustaining ourselves for the past 4 years. All right? And then you ask yourself, how can you support? Now, when you say how you're going to support, don't sit down there and say, okay, if you need me, call me. No. All right? If you don't want to go on the ground and do sign-ups for the guy, at least consistently meet his core leadership on video call or face-to-face to help him sustain the energy, momentum, motivation of that group to reach that goal of 400 UV a week. All right? Then you got the 200 UV guy. Duplicate the same discussion and process, preferably on Saturday morning or Friday midnight. All right? So the whole week is planned out. Don't allow 400 UV to only come in on Friday. All right? It should spread out. Okay? From products to which markets, everything. So if this guy is a global upline, then you got to ask him which country is giving what UV. And it must be based on the reality of the ground. If that market is facing a challenge, maybe you need to support it differently. Maybe you need to fly there and give confidence to that group of people that everything is okay, that QNet will never abandon them, because we have never abandoned any market. All right? If that group has conflict between the leaders, resolve the conflict. All right? Before you start to push. Because if they are having conflict and you push, no results will be produced. Because the conflict will always be more important than the results. Because it involves people's egos. So as an upline, once you have distributed your BV goal to smaller goals to your core leaders, identify what needs to be done in each of that group and resolve it by Saturday, Sunday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, boom, they achieve the goals. Now when they achieve their goals, all right, and they deliver that week, acknowledge, appreciate, pick up the phone, great job, I love you guys. Make a short video to congratulate the team. Don't take it for granted, okay, you listen to me, good. It doesn't work that way. Because network marketing is not about robots, it's about humans. And everyone wants a pat on the back. Everyone needs some love. Everyone needs some recognition. Everyone needs to know that you're there for them. And especially when they deliver their goal, when they deliver their promise, acknowledge, edify. Alright? And then immediately refocus them on next week. Now your goal cannot be stagnant. Because if your goal is 1000 UV for the rest of the year, alright, then everyone falls into a comfort zone. So your weekly goals from your commission check to your total BV must incrementally increase. Because every time you increase your goal, it forces you to pull them out of a comfort zone, to guide them. It forces your relationship dynamics to change. Because now you got to push. Because the guy could hit 400 UV every week, alright, and not be pushed. Remember, a leader who is not pushed to the edge constantly does not grow. We only grow when we are under pressure. Charcoal change to diamonds under pressure. Now, too much pressure, they crack. Too little pressure, they don't grow. You must find the balance. Alright? And don't apply pressure without trespass. Don't apply authority without servant leadership. And don't allow the hype to make your ego grow that you think you are invincible and you are God. There's only one God, guys. Wake up and smell the coffee. Now, from now until December 31st, I want all of you to redo your numbers and incrementally increase your weekly goals, because you got bonanza, all right, and you got a lot of activity happening from VLCs to your group anniversary events to leadership strategic meetings. Everyone is on the ground, all right. Take advantage of that buzz. Take advantage of that excitement. Take advantage of that energy that Dato Sri Japa, myself, are channeling down to the network. Alright, take this Wednesday message and send it out to everyone. That your weekly goals cannot just be a number. It must be backed up by a strategy, and it must be a collective effort of your organization. Take a big goal, divide it to your groups, your key leaders, alright, work with them, strategize, support, guide them. But from this week onwards, increase that goal. And immediately everyone gets out of their comfort zone. Immediately everyone feels that positive pressure to perform more and deliver more. Now, if you have not been achieving your goals for a long time, you know why? Your leaders don't believe in their goals. Alright? Because if they achieve their goals, you automatically achieve your goal. So if you are not achieving your goal, it just represents and reflects that your leaders are not achieving their goals. Why? Are they even taking your goals seriously? Do they believe in you? All right? Or they think you are doing it just to get your checks up. That you are no longer a servant leader. That you have forgotten the value of being on the ground. That you have become an edified leader and no longer a networker. All right? And this needs to change. This needs to change. So this week, raise the bar higher. All right? Become limitless and build your organization differently. Goals require to be broken to smaller goals and much smaller goals and much smaller goals. And everything needs to be monitored by you. And it comes back to the fundamental that every BV is produced by somebody doing one activity called presentation, presentation, presentation. So ultimately everything comes down to one question. How many people in your organization are actually going out there and doing a presentation? So this is your chief on this Wednesday message telling you raise the bar higher in your weekly goals. All right, support your team, go back on the ground, stop being arrogant that you already made it in life. You have not until you're sitting on this side of the camera. Are you guys with me? I love you guys so much. All right, and welcome to a limitless November and December 2017. Achieve your goals.